good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Satterwhite Live. I'm Blake Linton. As you notice, my other co-host, Josh Thomas, isn't here today. We'll explain where he is in just a second, but I want to welcome you to the show. We've got an exciting show today. We're going to be taking a photo tour of a home built in Georgia by a local custom home builder out there that we work in tandem with, and I think you're really going to be happy. It's going to get you some inside shots. We'll be able to see almost every room in the house. So, Danny, let's start by...
Yeah, I'm Danny Grizzle, and I'm here too. I'm back in the booth because every time I try to sit in on camera out there, I wind up jumping up to come push buttons. But I'll be the guy back here in the background heckling Blake as this goes on.
Let's go ahead and get the statement of beliefs out of the way. We at Satterwhite Log Homes are Christians. We are not ashamed of our faith. We kneel to God and God only and no man. We love America. We stand proudly for the pledge and for our national anthem. We are proud of our flag, our military, our law enforcement, and our first responders. We revere our founding fathers and our Constitution, and we will fight to the death for our families, our country, and our God. Danny, let's kind of go into a few things to just kind of let everyone know what's going on here at Satterwhite Log Homes from a personal standpoint.
You know something, Blake?
What's
I've already
up?
made my first mess up.
What happened?
I forgot to reset our pictures we're going to show.
Oh, okay.
So I got that squared away now.
All right. You just let me know when I can start going through this slideshow.
So let me set this up a little bit. I mean, the idea behind this, Satterwhite, this is a little bit the same introduction we did last week for those of you who tuned in, but there's two main things that Satterwhite does as far as materials is we have a big, really nice coffee table quality catalog. And, you know, print things are going away. So, of course, we have website. And on the website, how many plans do we have, Blake?
I think it's around 70.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
It's a ton. You know,
We're working on updating the pricing on the website right now because I know a lot of folks have been emailing in after we were forced to remove pricing a few weeks ago because the market's just been so volatile this year.
The lumber market has been going absolutely nuts.
So,
all right. Well,
but we're going to get right into this tour, but I think the first thing we're going to do is give everybody an update on Josh, your co-host.
right.
And why he's not here today. So let's just have a look at, well, this is kind of the setup to the Josh story because this is a little chapel at the Satterwhite farm. And Sam built this chapel himself, all those benches and things that we see here. And I think we've already spoiled, we've been talking about this for weeks on Satterwhite Live, but y'all can see the dates there, Josh and Megan. And didn't they pick the neatest wedding date ever, 10/10/2020.
At 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
That's right. So we definitely want to congratulate them. I know they're having a great time. They're honeymooning right now in Colorado, and we certainly hope they're having a good time. So there's Josh and Megan and Josh's son Luke.
Just this past Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, I can advance slides too, Blake. So
okay. Okay. There's Luke again.
Yep. Luke is Josh's son.
Yep.
Cute kid.
What a great looking family. I know they're going to be happy.
And of course we must talk about the bride. Doesn't Megan look great?
She does. Absolutely.
Of course, Megan's been here on Satterwhite Live many times because she is our designer. Josh, like Blake, is one of the salesmen here. And so they are honeymooning. This was just, they just sent us these pictures. This might have been yesterday or the day before.
Yeah. They had a little photo shoot. I think that lake is called Dream Lake. Is that what they said?
I think so.
I know they hiked up to it with their photographer and just took some beautiful pictures.
I'll tell you what, both of them work for the company, and it's like, oh, I don't want to make, they were wed at the company's, at the Satterwhite Chapel at the farm, all made out of Satterwhite materials. Their minister was nice enough to come out. You know, they kept it very, very small because of the pandemic and all. And so they did that, and then they had plans. You're not even on camera, Jeff. We have someone in the studio heckling Blake, giving him a bad time. But they had plans to go to Yosemite.
Yeah, Yosemite. And then, what, 2 weeks before they got married, Yosemite closed?
Yeah, they closed. California's on fire. We did a Saturday Night Live recently on the fires on the West and what's going on there. So any of you who want to look back in our past issues. Okay, we're doing lots of Josh and Megan, but hey, everybody around here is caught up in this.
I'm sure those two are on their honeymoon right now watching this live, I would hope.
Probably.
I would hope
to
so.
look at the comments.
I would hope so. But didn't they? These pictures turned out great.
Your wife is watching us, Blake.
Is she?
If
Hello,
that's
Jennifer.
intimidating to you.
Glad to have you here.
All right.
All right, so that's enough of the wedding. We do congratulate them, and I hope they're having a great time. It's almost time for them to come back to work, so here I am. All right. Okay, so this is the Clear Creek. This is a custom floor plan built in North Georgia. It's a local builder there that we work in tandem with all the time, Ron LaMonaco of LaMonaco Log Homes. He sources all of his material from our Satterwhite office, and this is his personal home, and it is really, really good looking.
Yeah, people name their homes all the time, so we went ahead and put up the name of this, but this is Ron's name for his place. And so don't be trying to find this on our website because it's not. But if you call our Georgia office, they will hook you up with Ron.
Absolutely.
So
here's a front view of the house. Really cool. I mean, it's got a lot of different textures. It's got the stone and the shingle gable ends, and and the logs. So
yeah, kind of mixed media design, but
yeah, that's what I was looking
beautiful.
for. Mixed media. We'll just kind of go through these, and I'll give you my 2 cents, and Danny will give you his 2 cents on what we think about each picture. But rarely do you get to see such an in-depth photo shoot like this.
No. In our normal, if you find our catalogs, there's just a picture here and a picture there. We've built so many homes that there's no way that we can show hundreds of pages, or ultimately we hope to have this all on our website. But this stuff just came in from the photographer. In fact, I think this home was named, and also that it was dolled up with the landscaping and everything because we had that Blue Ridge Parade of Homes.
Oh, right, it was
2 or 3
on the
weeks ago. So
you're right, it was on the Blue Ridge Parade of Homes.
Yeah.
Just some great drone
Look at
photography
that
there.
fountain. Back up there, Blake. Look at that fountain down in the water in front.
That is cool.
Just a beautiful pattern. Wow.
That is. A couple more drone shots. Of course, this house is built on a basement. Everything in the state of Georgia seems like it's built on a basement. You can't find too much level ground out there.
Not in northern Georgia for sure.
Right, exactly.
Of course, Satterwhite, if you want to build in Florida, we've got lots of homes in Florida. Any place in the coastal areas, we've got houses in every climate, every region. But since we've got that office over in Georgia, we've kind of got addicted to doing photo shoots over there. Don't get the idea that mountain homes are all we do.
Right. North Georgia is pretty. Okay, so here's the downhill view. I'm not sure which view you'd say, but isn't that pretty? You got 2 beautiful gable porches. How cool is that putting green there? That is really neat.
It is. I've never seen that before, but
No,
why not?
That's cool. So, again, as you can tell, this is on a walkout basement. Landscaping is gorgeous. There's
Most home builder's office from home, that's better than a scrap of green carpet in your office at work, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's a better view of that fountain, Danny.
Yeah.
That pond looks pretty clear, too.
Well, yeah.
Nice shop out back.
The mountains of North Georgia are where they held the Atlanta Olympics. That's where they did all the kayaking and water sports.
Really?
And those waterways around there. So it's beautiful water.
I didn't know that.
Runs clear. It's not like these muddy East Texas
Right.
rivers.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of them having the Olympics in East Texas.
No.
Another view of the lawn and the putting green. We're going to get inside this house in just a second, but these pictures are great.
This was in a parade of homes. That's the reason we're seeing I'm going to back up that one slide.
Okay.
That's the reason we're seeing landscaping at this level. And those of you who maybe are thinking about selling a home, right now because a lot of people need to sell their home before they build their log home. You know, people spruce up the place a little bit, but one thing I'm seeing there that if you live here in East Texas is that ground cover and mulch that we're seeing there because that's a byproduct of our sawmills.
Absolutely.
I just mentioned that in passing.
I've used the mulch we have here at my own home, and you know, there's one thing I do love, Danny, is working in the flower beds. My wife and I take such pleasure in our flower beds. That's a joke. She loves them. I could really give or take them.
I helped at my son's place a few weeks ago and got my best set of blisters in a long time.
I don't think there's anything I dislike more than weeding a flower bed, honestly. But I'm telling you, I took about 4 loads of that mulch up to the house, and that has really, really helped with the weeds. So, all right. So here's a downstairs view of just some outdoor living area coming out of that walkout basement.
And of course, if you build on a hillside or on a lake property here in Texas, you can do all these same things. People say you can't have a basement in Texas, but that isn't true.
No, it's not true. I mean, 10 years ago, I would say they weren't too prevalent, but I'm telling you, nowadays we see it all the time. As long as you have some slope to the ground, you can definitely build a walkout basement here in Texas.
The Satterwhite's home is built this way, so they've been living there for 25 years, I think,
at least 25 years.
And never had any kind of water issue. So all the rumors that you've heard about not being able to have basements in Texas, well, that's not true. In fact, we have somebody we work with who specializes in, what's the name of the business?
North Texas Basements.
Yeah, so.
Tom Whirling is his name.
And, call us here in Longview and
we can get you fixed up.
That's a possibility for you. But when you do have these walkout basements on the back side of the property, you get multiple decks. So this is like the lower deck down there, a little more casual, right there at the putting green in this case, and the kids can be out on that pond fishing or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now we move upstairs. This is the deck off of the master bedroom, I want to say. I tell you what I do like about this floor plan, Danny. I love that horizontal railing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's an option. We can do horizontal railing like that. Most of the time here in Texas, that's done out of rebar. We can do it horizontally or vertically. Vertically is the most popular around here, but just kind of a different look and absolutely sets that railing off, I think.
I'm going to sound like a broken record to repeat myself from last week because we did some home tours, and if you didn't catch the show last week, well, hey, go back and watch it. It's on Facebook and YouTube, either place. But log homes are like, to me, they're like blue jeans. Anything goes with it. You can be as casual as
That's
an
true.
old, ragged, torn, fashionable blue jeans, or you can get as a pressed dress shirt and a.
Right, you can fancy it up as much as you want, and really any kind of tons of different textures match each other on a log home. You know, we have people coming here a lot, and they want to know, well, would the blue pine match the aspen, or spruce? Would it match, you know, white pine?
Yep.
There's nothing that's really wrong. I mean, it's all the wood's going to complement each other, and I think that you're going to find that they all match each other. So. There's no right or wrong when it comes to building a log home. Customize it to your.
You can decorate that log home any way you like.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can make it as fancy as you want or as rustic as you'd like. I tell you what I like about this: those 2 huge sliding glass doors.
Yeah.
They look to be about 6 foot wide each. I mean, once those are open, I mean, virtually no wall there. Great for outdoor entertaining.
Yeah, that kind of design. I mean, that's awesome. An awesome design element there in North Georgia. I'm not so sure about that in deep East Texas, a humid part of the country, but look at that chandelier in this too.
Yeah,
wow. Folks
pretty.
Call us and ask us, where did y'all get that chandelier? So, you know, we're not decorating. We're not decorators. We're log builders. So,
right.
Yeah, we don't have the history of every piece of furniture here and every candle.
All right. That's a pretty shot right there.
Yes, it is. So even though we've got tons of pictures and a lot even of this patio here, or the deck area, I didn't put half the pictures in this photo shoot, but
Oh, really?
it gets a little repetitive. But anyway, folks, you know, the object of this is to show y'all a little more of a house than you ever get to see anywhere else. Look at that with those doors open.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of those doors being open. Just kind of lets the inside flow to the outside. Really, really good looking.
You know, if you were to do something like this in a conventional home, you'd have to have all kinds of engineering involved. But it looks to me that span over that big glass expanse, is that just logs? I don't see any laminated beams there, do you?
No, I don't either. I don't either.
I think you know, those are the kind of things that the strength of log homes
allows you to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Another view of the living room, master living area.
There's that kitchen.
Yep.
Yep, you said in front of the kitchen there a minute ago. Have you been to this house?
No, I have not. I have not.
Me either. No, I haven't been.
Last time I was out in Georgia, it wasn't completed yet.
We both know the owner. He's a friend of ours.
I tell you what I do like is, I don't know if it's new, I just see it more and more, is having the firewood rack built in right there beside the fireplace.
Yeah.
That sure is convenient.
Did I see pictures? Did you do that at your house?
No, I didn't. I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I wish I would have, but you know, that's one of the things that you look back on after you build and wish you could change. But
of course, the masonry piece of any home of any type, that's one of the big ticket items. So I
yes,
understand.
it is. Yes, it is. There's another view of that fireplace. I like that setup right there.
Yeah, it's great.
Another view looking in as if you were walking through those sliding glass doors. Beautiful, that's 1x6 aspen on the ceiling. And those are spruce beams, rafters, and ridge beams. Of course, they've been stained, but they really, that stain color they chose really contrasts good with the aspen, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we have, you know, mixed media again, but the whole right side of this over by the stairwell and the looks like a closet there on the right. That's all drywall.
Right. Yeah.
Give you a chance to redecorate.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of the time you don't have to fill a log home with wood. Of course, we'd love for you to, but you know, using drywall, you know, gives you a chance to lighten things up a little bit.
Sure. Not even Trevonda Satterwhite fills her house with 100% wood.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just your taste.
There's the dining area.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Yep, these photo shoots can be hundreds of images, but I think we're going to go, just so folks will know, because I know you're all budgeting your time. How many total slides?
70.
70.
Yeah.
So we're clicking through them pretty quick. We're just going to do one house this week because didn't want this to get out of control.
Right. I like those dark cabinets, Danny.
I do too.
They look good.
They look very similar to the cabinets in our show home and model in Ella, Georgia.
Right. And the color of the cabinets match the stain on the beams.
Yeah. Anybody who has not been, who ever has the opportunity, make the opportunity to go to Ella to see the Satterwhite offices and model home there, because, I mean, people wait for us to do a seminar and to line up tours of homes and go see, you know, homes people are living in. But right. that office in Ella is there in open business hours, Monday through Saturday, every week, week in, week out, and yeah, it's
you will not regret it.
Beautiful like this.
It is beautiful. I like that backsplash.
That office is just 90 miles north of Atlanta, but convenient to Chattanooga, Tennessee, Asheville, North Carolina. There's just so many states. Some of you may have remembered Sea Rock City, and you can see 7 states from the top of one hill. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful country.
I like that barn door for the pantry. That's a cool look.
That is great. You know something I heard at one of our seminars, Blake?
What's that?
I was just looking at, because you don't ever see Formica countertops anymore.
No.
And I heard one of the builders in the panel of experts when we had the last seminar we had here in Longview say that granite used to be looked on as an extravagance, and now it's actually less expensive than Formica.
Really? I know you don't see Formica anymore that I can see. So.
I remember our first customer who put granite on the countertops, and just wow. It's the wow factor was
right.
Incredible.
This is the master bedroom. There's some more 1x6 aspen on the ceiling, and hand-hewn spruce beams. All that really ties in nicely with that master bed. Just really complement each other.
That ceiling wood and that beam work there, that's not part of the material package or anything, because that's all just decorative. Those beams are not structural.
Right.
They're being held up by the roof structure. They're not holding up the roof.
Absolutely.
Beautiful home.
It really is. Those wood floors are pretty. Everything turned out really, really nice.
Well, this builder is incredibly talented.
Yes, he is.
And I mean, he's not unique. I mean, just because we show these in Georgia, don't think that we don't have builders in just about every nook and cranny in the country.
Oh, absolutely. We'll find you somebody that and another thing is we're not going to refer you to someone that we've never worked with.
Right.
That doesn't do us any favors. So.
Right.
That's a nice master closet, plenty of space.
This is definitely a house that's lived in here, though.
That's right.
Not just one stage, like so many. It often happens with some of these. Yeah, we know the builder. We know his wife Brittany and their son Logan.
Yes.
This is Logan's room.
Yep. And they really did a nice job. Now that's a great looking staircase. I love the horizontal railing. Those are spruce stair treads with spruce risers. Really good looking stuff there.
And what are they? Are they using rebar?
Yeah, it's rebar.
And that was rebar on the deck railings too?
Yep. I wasn't for sure, but earlier I saw a picture that I could see that an up close of it, and it is rebar.
I'm going to throw you a curveball here, Blake, but what's that wall behind the
that looks like
sewing machine?
That looks like circle sawn pine. Is what I think it is.
It is.
That's good looking stuff.
Incredible, the range and variety of looks that you can get out of the specialty woods, and not just the specialty woods and the species and the coloration, like I guess that's blue stain there on the ceiling.
Yes, that's blue pine on the ceiling, spruce beams. That's a pretty cool place to watch a football game there, I would think.
Yeah, sometimes that blue stain is heavier than that. I mean, it's not. This isn't some kind of extruded plastic man-made product. It has the character of the grove of trees that it was harvested from. So,
and that's the thing. We don't ever know from truckload to truckload how much blue you're going to get.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of the stuff we have in stock has a lot of blue in it. Sometimes that's not the case. But if you like your blue pine with a lot of blue in it, now's the time to buy it.
Sometimes the coloration in some of these woods depends on the mineral content of the soil where they are raised. And the bluing that you see in this wood, this is pretty lightly blued, but that's a fungal thing that creates that. And it just makes a gorgeous, gorgeous wood.
So this is the basement. I guess you would call it a game room. It's got a card table there. You have another refrigerator and sink. So, if you wanted to go down the game room, watch a football game, or use the putting green, this is kind of the area you would be hanging out in. Really did a good job.
We see people use those basement spaces for all variety of things, from a separate apartment,
right?
Mother-in-law apartment sometimes. I mentioned last week, I've seen so many of them get set up as bunkhouses for grandkids. When grandma and granddad build their dream home, it's the kind of place that, hey, holidays, family gatherings,
You can put your utilities down there. You know, if you don't,
Yep,
if you need
yep.
some room for your utilities, you could use that.
Yep, gives you more space on the main floor when you don't have to have all your mechanical.
Right. This is the downstairs bathroom. And there's an office.
You said how many, Blake? We're on the last 10 pictures, folks.
Yeah, I think we don't have many left. Well, home gym.
I've seen quite a lot of this too.
Well, I would get a lot of use out of that, wouldn't I?
Let me cut to you, Blake. Give us a flex.
Yeah, I don't have a home gym at my house, if you can believe that. I get all this naturally. Here's some great exterior shots.
Yeah, yeah. Boy, that golden hour. Look at the clouds, man. The photographer, these are just the kind of, to be there at that magic moment when this
That's the
happens.
golden hour,
Wow.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely golden hour in this blue. Look at that sky.
I'm telling you, the landscaping on this house is awesome.
To tell you the truth, those last two pictures there, or these last few, are what got me inspired when we got this new photography for us.
Right.
And said, you know, we've got to share this with folks. That's the last picture. Wow.
I think we got one more of the front, don't we?
No, I think, well, we can click forward, but I
No,
believe
that's
this
it.
last
That's it.
one.
So,
But I mean, look at that. Would that not be an outstanding place to have a party in the summertime? Or,
absolutely.
I mean, you could have a family reunion all the way to hosting a business
Right.
function at something like that. It's just
Well, that was
too cool.
that was a great slideshow, Danny. And you know, next week we might try to bring them one more. You know, I think that gives you an opportunity to see in these houses, you know, more pictures than you would typically see. So, if you like that, drop us a comment, and we'll try to keep doing this. So, Danny, do you have anything else you want to say? Or?
Do we know when Josh and Megan are going to be back?
I think they'll be back in the office on Monday. So,
Okay,
I know they're
so
flying back Sunday.
that would be pretty cool if we'd be back to normal. I've been winging this deal because you guys have been doing your thing and
Right.
I've been in the office, but wouldn't that be remarkable to have Blake and Josh here?
Yeah,
again
back
next
to
week?
normal. That'd be great. So, Josh and Megan, if y'all are watching, we're hoping you're having a good time, and congratulations on your marriage. And guys, I guess we'll see you next week at 11:30.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.